Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Arsha. I'm from SK Seri Tome Batu Pahat, Johor. Today, I would like to tell you a story entitled A Mystery of Black Cave. Once upon a time, there was a very strong and hardworking young man named Gafur. His work was taking care of goats and cows belonging to the village headman. He brought the animals to the field to graze every morning. One day, he found that two of his goats were missing. He was very afraid that the village headman would scold him. He searched everywhere for the animals, but could not find them. He decided to look for them near Black Cave, although the residents have been warned not to go near the area. He gathered enough courage and went there. At last, he found the two missing goats at the side of the entrance of the cave. He tried to call the goats, but they did not respond. He began to feel uneasy and start thinking about negative stories about Black Cave. So, Gafur decided to go back and tell the village headman about it. The village headman was very angry with Gafur for being so careless. He then asked Gafur about the place where the goats were. Several villagers went with them to look for the goats. On arrival, the village headman saw his two goats at the side of the entrance of the cave. The village headman tried to chase the goats away from the entrance of the cave, but was not successful. Nobody dared to go near the cave because they did not want to become a victims of evil spirit of the cave. The village headman forced Gafur to go and bring back the goods. At first, Gafur refused because he was afraid. The village headman then threatened to take Gafur his house as compensation for the goods. Besides this, Gafur and his mother would be driven out from the village. Gafur begged for mercy, but the village headman would not change his decision. After having thought of his sick mother and also their being poor, he decided to obey the command of the village headman. He prayed to God for protection from any disaster. He would be responsible for his being careless. Before going, he asked the village headman to show a sympathy to not drive his mother out from the village if something happens to him. Gafur trembled as he neared one of the goats in front of the cave. All of a sudden, the goats walked into the cave. The village headman and the villagers were nervous. Without considering the safety of Gafur, the village headman forced Gafur to go inside the cave. Gafur went inside the cave. At the same time, a bright light shone outward from inside the cave. Then, a very strong wind, like a storm, blew out from the cave, such that the village headman and his followers had to cling on the tree trunks or branches. Not long after that, the condition returned to normal. They went to have a look at the condition in the vicinity of the cave. At a glance, Gafur and the goats could not be seen anymore. They knew that Gafur had been swallowed by the cave. A life of an innocent young man had been sacrificed because of two goats. Although this happened a long time ago, the mystery of Gafur remained. Some said that Gafur had become a victim of evil spirit of the cave. Others believe that Gafur entered the time tunnel that brought him to another period of time. Whatever the reason, Black Cave has 1,000 1001 Mysteries surrounding it. As a moral value that we can get in this story is, we must be sympathetic to people. We must not take advantage of the weakness of other people to gain from them. I thank you.